Shalom, Israel. It's going down. It's that time again. Come join us at the 49th annual Passover.
Shalom, this is Captain Rottazar of the I.S.U.P.K down here in Atlanta, Georgia, inviting you to the I.S.U.P.K's 49th annual Passover. You understand? Passover this year will be held on March 30th at the Roosevelt Ballroom. It's the 2nd Hudson Street, Yonkers, New York. We inviting all blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to this year's Passover in the spirit of brotherhood. That's what the Passover is about. That's what the I.S.U.P.K is about. It's brotherhood. You understand? That, shalom.
Come join us March 30th at sundown.
All Israel is invited
For the 49th annual Feast of the Passover, brought to you by Commandant General Yohanna and the I.S.U.P.K. So you better not miss it. Shalom.
Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Lakan by Shem, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. This is the I.S.U.P.K out of 125th Harlem, New York. The tithes, man, 10% of all increase in earnings go to the man of the Lord. Get them tithes in here, man. You know what I'm saying? You give so much to the white man and to the Asians and to, you know, actually give something to the people that's actually helping to fix black people and helping the black community, all right? If you can give the Asians, you know, money for your nails and give the white man money for whatever you give them money for, you know, hair and nails and clothes and shoes or whatever, give the man of the Lord what's theirs so they can continue to fix black people, man, all right? With that, we're going to get into this, you know, this whole thing about, you know, women and also men too. Some men, you know, deciding, you know, that they don't want women. Some want women and women that don't want men. Talking about they trying to be abstinent and different things like that. And, you know, but really, you know, that's you're going to get into these scriptures to show you like that, you know, that will lead you to be messed up, effed over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, burning, you know what I'm saying, and with AIDS and everything else. And what you mean, you know, them purple faggots is kind of leading you to homosexuality. You know what I'm saying, messing with prostitutes because they trying to make you feel like you can only have one woman and different things like that. But we're going to get into it. Let's grab 1 Corinthians 7 and 1.
Come on. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
All right, so they see that, it's good for a man not to touch a woman. It's good, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord say be fruitful and multiply. So we know we got to get understanding on what, you know what I'm saying, what Paul was, you know, trying to convey to you. Like if you're not going to touch a woman because, you know, you are going to be, like, you know, dedicating your life to the Most High, because Christ didn't have a woman. You know, we understand that or whatever. But you know, most of y'all ain't dedicating your life to the Lord. Most of y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying, completely devoting yourself to helping black people and black Hispanics and Native people in doing this. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's going on. All right? Grab, go to 32 and 34 real quick. We have the same chapter, just go to 32 and 34. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all not, because that's what it should be. Like, if you're going to do that, if you are going to do that or try to live that life, live your life completely for the Lord. Ain't no, you know, partying all weekend and, you know what I'm saying, doing all the kind, you know what I'm saying, being drunk and high out of your mind, you know what I'm saying, running around doing all type of wickedness. You know what I mean? If you're going to be that person that's going to say, you know, I don't want a man, I don't want a woman, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. You ready? Let's let the scripture speak. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord. How he may please the Lord.
Right. If that's not what you doing, you know what I'm saying, then that what you run around talking about you don't need no woman is only going to lead to your destruction. You running around talking about you don't need no man is only going to lead to destruction, man. All right? Keep going.
But he that is married careth for the things that are not Salakia. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world.
Right.
How he may please his wife.
Right. So if you got your wife, you might be caring about your family and your children and things like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You get your wife, you're gonna have responsibilities. Is what that you're gonna have other responsibilities. Your time may be taken up with your family, with your children. Okay. But I don't mean you running around partying and getting drunk all weekend, high out your mind off Molly and X pills and whatever else. You know what I mean? Keep going.
There is difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord.
Right.
That she may be holy both in body and in spirit.
Right. She is the unmarried woman. She's going to be serving her whole life is going to be dedicated to the Most High because she doesn't have a husband. She's going to be body and spirit. She ain't going to be high and drunk out of her mind doing all type of wickedness. It's going to be just dedicated to the Most High. Keep going.
But she that is married careth for the things of the world. How she may please her husband.
Right. So she did the same with the woman. You know what I'm saying? If you got a husband, you're going to be, that's fine. You're going to be caring for your husband, making sure that things is right around the house with the children. That's what's going to be happening. You know what I'm saying? You can't just dedicate your whole, thing to the Most High. You're going to have other obligations. All right? But the Most High should always come first. All right? So let's go back to 7 and 2. 7 and we can start at 1.
First Corinthians chapter 7 verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Keep going.
Nevertheless, to avoid fornication.
But to avoid fornication, you know what I mean? Because more than likely you're going to be going out here doing all the kind. You're going to, as soon as you trying to be without, I don't need no man, I don't need no woman. But you're going to go out here, you're going to get drunk, you're going to get high out your mind, you're going to catch yourself with 3-4 rods in your mouth like this disgusting sister that we just seen the other day. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens to you when you run around talking about I'm an independent woman, I don't need nothing. You catch yourself sucking all the rods in the neighborhood.
Right.
You a man running around talking about I don't want no woman, but you ain't dedicating all your time to the Most High. You running around whoremonger, you in the strip clubs now. You in the gay clubs, you doing all type of foolishness. You know what I mean? That's what happens to you.
Right.
Read that again.
Nevertheless, to avoid fornication.
But to avoid fornication, to avoid, being a disgusting whoremonger, to avoid being a disgusting whore, to avoid, being off into, not being in the truth, running off into all type of doctrines, running around with purple faggots and, red candy canes, worshiping some man as the Holy Spirit, paying triple tithes and all this nonsense. To avoid these things, keep going.
Let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Get you a woman, man. Get you your own woman. Because if you don't have your own woman, you know what you're going to do? You're going to go sleep with your brother's woman. That's what's going to happen. You're going to go sleep with your brother's woman and be adulterer. What you're going to do as a woman, you're going to be sleeping with everybody else's husband while you already have a husband. You're going to be doing all type of disgusting things. You're going to be out here probably what they call it in survival sex. Running around sleeping with this man that fixes your car. Sleeping with this man that can pay a few bills. Sleeping with this man because he's a good role model to the kids. Now before you know it, like you said, you got 3-4 rods in your mouth a week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With all manner of sickness and disease. All right? Keep going.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Which one you got? Okay. Yeah, give your wife, you know what I'm saying, be with your wife. Lay down with your wife, have sex with your wife, and lay with her. You know what I'm saying? Give her what's hers. That's her rod. When she needs that thing, give it to her. So she don't got to be running around, so she don't be tempted to run around being a whore. All right? Keep going.
And likewise also the wife unto the husband.
Right, the wife don't be trying to, withhold what the man needs from you as well. Because you know what I'm saying, he needs to be strong. You know what I'm saying, you need to give him what's his. All right? When you belong to the man just like he belongs to you. All right? Keep going.
Verse 4, the wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband, and likewise also the husband hath not power of his own body.
Right. So you gotta give the woman. You can't just be denying the woman sex, not wanting to give her what she needs, the love and affection that she needs, and women as well. You cannot be denying the man what's his. That's why the scripture said, you're gonna have obligations. You're gonna have to dedicate some time to your husband, and you're gonna have to dedicate some time to your wife. All right. Keep going.
But the wife, defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time.
Right. So if you're going to be talking about not doing it and not, having sex, you got to discuss that with your husband. Hey, I'm trying to just, I need to focus on something real quick. Do you mind if, I'm trying to, be on a fast. I'm trying to cleanse myself. Husbands, hey, I got some things going on in the truth. I'm trying to cleanse myself for a little bit. You got to discuss that with your wife or with your husband.
Right.
Let it be for a time, and then you get past it and you move forward. All right? And, just for a time, for a consent. Keep going.
That ye may give yourself to fasting and prayer.
Right, to fasting and prayer. Keep going.
And come together again.
But come back together. Get back in that bed, and get rocking again. Why? Keep going.
That Satan tempt you not for your inconsistency.
Right, so you don't be tempted by another man's wife. So you don't be tempted to go and run off on your husband. All right? Get back to it. Nourish that relationship with sex. Get together, love on each other, and become one all the time. Stay connected. All right? That don't mean run around with 3-4 rods in your mouth talking about that makes me happy. You have a problem. It's called nymphomaniac. You have a problem with sex. You have a sexual demon on you. Okay? And it's going to kill you. It's going to give you AIDS and you're going to die.
Right.
Okay? Or you're going to be sleeping with somebody's, you're going to go sleeping on your husband and you're going to get your head blown off. Or you're going to be sleeping with some man's wife and you're going to get your head blown off. Any way it happens, you're going to die in your sexual deviancies. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 6, but I speak this by permission and not of commandment.
I speak this by commission and not of a commandment. He's just trying to tell you that this is good counsel. This is not a commandment, but this is counsel. You know what I mean? This is good counsel from a man of the Lord. This is what you should do. You shouldn't. That's what he did. He did it. He was like, if it was up to him, he would like it like that. But that's not his call. The Lord said to be fruitful and multiply. So that's the order.
Right.
All right. Keep going.
But every man hath his proper gift of God.
Right. Every man don't have that gift to be without women, to dedicate their life to the Most High. That is a gift to be able to do something like that. You know what I mean? Some man that can't do it. You need 3 and 4 wives, and that's why the Lord, allowed that to be. All right. Keep going.
One after this manner, and another after that.
Right. Everybody has their own gifts. You know what I'm saying? You have a gift to do this. Everybody has their gifts and their talents. But like I said, it's all one body. That don't mean you go off and come watch the UPK and run off to your own city and start this is my gift to go and start a new camp. No, man. It's one body. My arm is not going to do something that the head don't say to do.
That's right.
All right? It might have a different action or a different job than the head, but it's still ran by the head. It's still ordered to do what it does. All right? Keep going.
Verse 8, I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I.
For the unmarried and the widow, it's good for them to abide even as I. Like he said, he was a eunuch. For the unmarried, just don't, be without. Because it's better than to be running around sleeping with all type of men, catching AIDS, sleeping with all type of women, catching AIDS, and all type of other diseases. Sleeping with somebody else's husband or or wife, It can save your life to be as he is. Keep going.
But if they cannot contain.
But if you cannot contain yourself, You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go buy that prostitute, you might go buy a prostitute. You might be in the, you might, you know what I'm saying? You might blow 3 rods because you cannot contain yourself.
Right.
Keep going.
But if they cannot contain, let them marry.
But if they cannot contain, let them marry, man. Get married. Get yourself a husband. You know what I mean? Get yourself a wife. Because if you don't, you're going to be buying prostitutes and sleeping with other men's wives. If you don't, you're going to catch yourself on Cross the Line Radio talking about how you love to suck 4 and 5 rods a week. And that feels like the Lord. Because you don't have a man to teach you otherwise. An orgasm is now your God because you didn't have a damn husband to teach you properly. Simpletons, man. But now let's say you do get your wife. Like I said, you still gotta do things in order. Grab chapter 29. I mean, not chapter 29, verse 29. Let's say you have a wife, and you know what I'm saying, and you have a husband, and you know, I mean, you have you a wife. I mean, let's get it.
Verse 29.
If you do have you a wife, okay, if you're not like Paul, that's a eunuch, and you have a wife, go ahead.
But this I say, brethren.
But this I say to you, brethren, to you, Akim, in the Hebrew.
Right.
All right, Akim. If you do have a wife, don't get it misunderstood. Keep going.
Time is short.
The time is short. We are in the end times. There's wars and rumors of wars. They, you know what I'm saying? The households is against each other. They killing our children, our elderly. You know what I'm saying? You know, the end times is here. Keep going. The time is short. Keep your finger on it. 29.
It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
Read that again.
But this I say, brethren.
But this I say, brethren.
The time is short.
This I say, Akim, the time is short out here. So I know you got your ribs. You might have a couple ribs. That's, that's UPK for a while. That's our thing. You know, we got a few ribs.
That's
you
right.
You might have a couple ribs. Let's keep going.
It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
If you got a wife, you got to be like you don't have a wife. All right? You got to be as if you don't have a wife. You got to put the word of the Lord first. You got to put the work of the Lord first. That's right. This is your first wife.
That's right.
All right? This is your wife. You have to be married to this game. Like they said, to this truth. Married to the truth. Like they say, married to the game, you got to be married to the truth.
That's right.
Okay? That's what you got to do. Be like you have no wife. Keep going. Is there some more on that? Keep going.
And they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not.
All right, now that's it on that one for this. But so grab Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus 23 and 17. All right, so be as so the ones, if you have a wife, be as if you have no wife. You know what I mean? This work comes first. This work comes before everything, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that comes before it. It don't matter if you have a wife or not. So that's why I'm saying Paul was saying like, yeah, I would rather brothers dedicated every waking second to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High got other things. He needs you to be fruitful and multiply, man. And that might not be your gift to abstain from a woman or a man. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But you need to get your own husband and get your own wife so you don't mess with somebody else's wife. And so that you don't run off on, you run around sleeping with, what she say, I need 3 rods in my mouth.
Right.
So you're going to be feeling like it's a shame when you're going to be feeling sad when you don't have 3 rods in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. All right, so grab Ecclesiasticus 23 and 17.
Come on.
That's good.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 23 verse 17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? When you're running around, you know, dealing with, you know, all type of women. All bread is sweet. You know, we call money bread too. You know, all money is sweet. You know, that money, you know, you doing anything to get some money, you doing anything to get some tail. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. Any whore running around here is sweet to you. She got a big butt, she got a nice smile, you gone. She don't gotta care nothing about the truth for you.
Right.
She has a vagina. That's all you care about. You don't care about that every brother in the city has had that vagina. You don't care about it.
Right.
You don't care that she doesn't take care of her children. You don't care that she's schizophrenic and bipolar and she's crazy, or you don't care that he's a woman beater.
Right.
You don't care that he's a homosexual on the weekends.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? You don't care that he doesn't care about nothing but getting high and getting drunk every day. You don't care. You don't care about anything, because all bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
Right.
He will not leave off till he die.
You ain't gonna get enough until you're dead. You're not gonna get enough until somebody comes in that house and blow your brains out until you're dead. You're not gonna get enough until that broad that slept with everybody and went, you know what I'm saying, to every country, sleeping, blowing rods, and come and give you AIDS and Ebola together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you ain't gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta treat you know, but you get you a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it could be, even if, you know, like I said, you might find a woman that is not in the truth. You know what I mean? She might not be in the truth yet. Or you might have a husband that's not in the truth. Grab 1 Corinthians 7:14 real quick. You might, you know what I'm saying, you might do get a woman that's not in the truth, or get a husband that's not in the truth just yet. You know what I mean? But the scripture says things about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's things that can happen if that was the situation. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go get a full-fledged prostitute off the corner and be a safe haven for hoes. Like you just Captain Save a hoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be going to the nearest, under every bridge and crack house looking for men. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be like that. You can come into the truth of the I.S.U.P.K, get into the school, do your 1 year. It's men in here that, you know, have, you know what I'm saying, that is righteous and that will not toss you to the side. You ain't got to worry about them beating you. You ain't got to worry about them, you know, being homosexuals and rapists and murderers and thieves and liars. And, you know, you don't got to worry about that.
Right.
That's
You
right.
don't got to worry about being tossed to the side. You know what I mean? It's a place for you. The Lord has men ready for you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord has women ready for you, because we got sisters in this school looking for a righteous man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got it in the UPK, man. Everything is here. You know what I'm saying? And all praises to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? For that. But let's say, you know, but let's say you do happen to go out into the world and you didn't got you a, you know, a sister that doesn't really know about the truth. You know, you know, she's not a whore, but she just doesn't know about the truth yet. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Well, brother, let's get it.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife.
So, you know what I'm saying? You might have a husband that don't believe, but if you in the truth, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You keeping the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High. You get a man that's not, you know, he can be sanctified by you. You coming in every day, you know, telling him, yeah, yes, sir. You know, you serving him like he's supposed to be served, like the Bible says. Then you supposed to serve that man, and he's looking at you like, man, what is up with this? Like, what got you acting like this type of woman? I done been out here, you know what I'm saying, messing with all these hoes and hood rats, and, you know what I'm saying, nobody ever made me, you know, came and took my shoes off and, you know, cooked me food and, you know what I'm saying, called me sir, and, you know what I'm saying, just made sure you know what I'm saying, I was good. You know what I'm saying, and treated me like a man. I've never had that. And he might inquire about where do you get this from, and then you can tell him like, oh man, well I you know, my school, you know, I study at the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the I.S.U.P.K. You should, you know, come to class one day if you want. That's why, you know, I was taught how to be this woman.
Right.
And you can save that man like that. But if you in the house running around talking, nigga, you ain't shit. You don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing but a clamorous woman, and you ain't in the damn truth. You just is in class, trying to. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't going to get it. Say, you know, only serve. You know what I'm saying? Be the woman you supposed to be if the man is doing what he know. You got a husband that in the world, that's in the world. You did that. That's your husband, and you gotta suffer through it. That he smokes weed. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta not smoke weed. You gotta not be, you know, involved in those things. All right. Keep going.
And the believing wife is sanctified by the husband.
And the what?
The believing.
And the what?
And the unbelieving wife.
Right.
Is sanctified by the husband.
Right. You got you a wife, you know what I'm saying, who's used to getting punched all in the face, who's used to a man being an alcoholic and a thug and a drug dealer on the corners, and she see you, you know what I'm saying, you a man that serve fear in the Lord, you out here trying to fix black people, she seeing you, you know what I'm saying, not beating her up, teaching her the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, giving her guidance, teaching her, you know what I'm saying, teaching her how to be a woman, teaching her children how to be respectable children. She see this. She like, man, I ain't never had a man like this. What got you like that? And you had that sister get in, you teach her about this truth. You get her, you teach her. You know what I'm saying? Have her get into the school, you know what I'm saying? And be the woman that she's supposed to be. Long as she's following you and following your lead and you being the man that you're supposed to be and you keeping these laws, touching the commandments, and you're teaching her to do so, you can sanctify that sister. You can save that sister's soul, man. You know what I mean? So it's not all bad. It don't have to be all bad if you get a person that's not in the truth or that does not believe. Okay? You just got to be the person that the Lord called you to be. If you be the person the Lord called you to be, everything will be fine. You know, you ain't got to fear nothing. They said, the scriptures say, seek first the kingdom of heaven and everything will be added unto you. All right? Everything. You will not lose. You might lose some friends coming into the truth. You might lose some wife or you know what I'm saying, a wife or something who runs off and you know what I'm saying, or a husband that runs off and leave you. You might leave. You might lose that, but you will gain a man that's more precious than gold getting in this truth. You will get you a virtuous woman getting in this truth. All right, that's what'll happen for you. But you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta seek first the kingdom of the Most High. You first gotta. You know what I'm saying? Fix yourself. Cast the beam out of your own eye. You know what I'm saying? You first got to do what the scriptures say to do. All right? And keep going on that.
Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now the children ain't celebrating birthdays no more. They ain't celebrating Christmas no more, Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? You got righteous children. The children are benefiting from this. The whole house benefits from you changing your life and following that man. Or for you, you know what I'm saying, as a woman, continuing to be the woman that the Lord called you to be and allowing that man to see you be righteous, being virtuous. And he like, man, he don't want to lose you. He don't want, you know what I'm saying, he wants to find out. You know, he wants to be a part of this thing now that has you being so great, that got you receiving all the blessings of the Most High. That's what he has happening for you. All right? You know what I'm saying? But you got to first, you know what I'm saying, understand you got to cleanse your body. You got to cleanse yourself. Grab 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, grab 3:17. You know what I'm saying? You got to fix yourself. You know what I'm saying? You fixing yourself and cleansing yourself and making sure you right because, you know what I'm saying, you know, back in the day, you know, you'll get you a sister, she'll be like, yeah, we got to go to church. You know what I'm saying? Come with me to church, you know what I'm saying? And that was the way brothers is all in church for some tail. You know what I'm saying? I go to church for them. I'm like, you know what you would do for it, like brothers, all in church, 3-piece suits, you know what I'm saying, being deacons in the church, you know what I'm saying, doing Jehovah's Witness, everything for some tail, man.
Right.
But go ahead.
That remind me of for the cat challenge or for the eggplant challenge.
For the eggplant challenge, I ain't heard. You gotta first cleanse yourself. You gotta first, you know what I'm saying, be the person the Lord called you to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going into the church and getting dunked in water ain't gonna do it. But let's get it.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God.
If any man defile the temple of God, okay? Keep going.
Him shall God destroy.
Uh-huh.
For the temple of God is holy.
Uh-huh.
Which temple are ye?
You are the temple of God. Read that from. So now we know who the temple of God is. I wanted to read it. Now we're going to go back to the top now that we have to understand it. You are the temple of God. Okay? It's not some church or none of that garbage. The Lord is in you. The Most High is in you. You are the temple of God. You cannot be defiling yourself with whores, running around sleeping with whores, doing all manner of drugs and cigarettes and all, and thinking you can be a man of the Lord. You will be exposed.
Right.
You will be exposed. You will not be able to make it in. The Lord will expose you and get you up out of here, man. Read that from the top again.
Come on. If any man defile the temple of God,
If you defiling the temple of God, you know what I'm saying? If any man defile the temple of God, all right, this is the temple of God, okay? It's not the church or anything like that. All right, keep going.
him shall God destroy.
The Lord is going to destroy you for defiling the temple of God. Keep going.
For the temple of God is holy.
The temple of God is holy. It is separate. All right, keep going.
Which temple ye are?
Ye are the temple. Okay, you are the temple. So you cannot, you smoking cigarettes, you're going to die from cancer. You will be destroyed like the scriptures say.
Right.
You sleeping with whores, you're going to catch AIDS and die. Or you're
Right.
going to get blown, you get your head blown off by one of their husbands. Okay? That's what's going to happen. You're doing drugs, you're going to die from an overdose. Or you're going to be thrown in prison and lose your life that way.
Right.
Okay? You are the temple of God. You cannot defile yourself. Okay? Or you will be judged, man. This is how you save your family. This is how you save your life. All right? Keep going. That's it on that.
Come on.
All right, grab Acts 7:48. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, the church, you know, they telling you that you got to go up in the church and you got to be there to, you know what I'm saying, to serve the Most High and all that nonsense. That is not scriptural. You know what I'm saying? That is not scriptural in the least. And anybody who tells you that is a liar, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You are the temple of God. And we're going to keep getting another scripture that shows, that proves that. Let's get it.
Acts chapter 7, verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples.
How do it be it? The Most High dwelleth not in temples. Now, you know, you got to understand, like you said, you are the temple. But let's see what temples the Most High is talking about that he does not dwell in. Keep going.
Not in temples made with hands.
Not in temples made with what?
With hands.
Made with hands. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't made by somebody's hands. Now, nobody put you together with their hands. Okay? Keep going.
As saith the prophet.
All right? The Lord does not dwell in temples made with hands. The
Right.
churches are made with hands. The Lord don't dwell in them places, man. You are the temple of God. Keep going.
Heaven is my throne.
The heaven is the earth's throne. I mean, the heaven is the Most High's throne, Salaki. The heavens is his throne. Keep going.
And the earth is my footstool.
The earth is his footstool. Okay? This is his footstool. Keep going.
What house will ye build me?
How can you build me anything when the whole earth I rest my feet on? This whole thing is my footstool. You are ridiculous. I dwell in you. You are my creation. That's what he's trying to let you know, man. You have to fix yourself. You are the temple of the Lord. The Lord can't be in you if you are being wicked, man. And you're
Right.
poisoning your body and you're poisoning your mind and your soul. The Lord is not with you. Okay, keep going. How can you, what's that? What house can you build for me? Talking about this is the house of the Lord. Yeah, right. Keep going.
Saith the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Or what is the place of my rest?
What is the place of my rest? All right. Let's grab 1 John 2 and 4. All right. We're going to get the conclusion of the whole matter, man, because, you know, these Christian pastors, you know what I'm saying, is ruining these families, ruining these sisters, ruining these brothers. Is the reason, you know, this is the reason why y'all out here running around being whoremongers, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with anything you see, don't have no discipline, can't say no to no tail. You didn't have tail all your life. You didn't have vagina your whole life. You can't say no to no vagina. You can't be patient with the vagina.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's there. The sisters don't out with you on a date with you. She didn't agree to give you a number to go out and kick. You know, the vagina is yours. Take your time. Get your spirits right. Clean yourself up. Take her to the damn clinic at least.
Right.
See if she got something. You know, take the brother to the clinic or something. Yeah.
That's UPK protocol.
And that's UPK protocol, Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Do that at least. Get yourself together, man.
Right.
But any man who teaches you, we're going to see these Christian pastors, what the Most High say about people who teaches you that the church is the temple and you're not. Okay? That teaches you that they are, you know, that building is the house of the Lord. Let's get it.
1 John chapter 2, verse 4. He that saith, I know him,
He that saith, I know him,
and keepeth not his commandments,
you know what I'm saying? They talking about, I know the Lord. I know the Most High, but they eating pork chop sandwiches, smoking cigarettes and weed, talking about, I know the Lord. I know the Lord, but you get high every day, getting drunk every day, sleeping with whores every day. But you know the Lord, huh? Keep going.
he's a liar.
Is a what?
A liar.
Is a what?
A liar.
You a goddamn liar.
That's right.
You are a liar, and you don't know the Lord.
Right.
And you finna be put to death in your wickedness. That's what's gonna happen to you. You are a liar, man, and you need to repent. And repenting is not, you know, just going to church on Sunday saying you started to repent. Is throw the throw the cigarettes away.
Right.
Tell the whores you can no longer have sex with them. Tell the weed man to lose your number, delete his number, block him.
Right.
All right?
That's right.
The rest of the weed you have, anything, pour it down the drain. Get rid of it. Stop doing the horrible things you're doing. Stop being the wicked person you're doing, and you will see that your life goes to where you want it to go. You're holding yourself back doing these things. You want to be great, you have to live like the men that were great.
Right.
You have to live like the women that were great. Stop being so weak, man, to your flesh. Is that it on that?
Just
Go ahead.
And the truth is not in him.
In the what?
The truth is not in him.
The truth is not in you. You are a goddamn liar, and the truth is not in you.
Right.
And you're going to be put to death in your lies, in your sin. Okay? The truth is not in them Christian churches. They're not teaching you to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. They're not teaching you that the Lord requires a soldier to do this work. They're not teaching you that the black, Hispanics, and natives are the true Jews of the Bible. They're not teaching you that celebrating Christmas is evil. Celebrating Halloween is evil. Celebrating any of these pagan holidays is evil, man.
Right.
That thing is holding you back. That thing is holding back the salvation that the Lord has for us. That thing is holding back the kingdom of heaven that will be on this earth.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
All right? So with that, man, get to the Passover. Get to this Passover, man. We celebrating the 49th annual Passover in the I.S.U.P.K, which is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. All right, the 49th annual Passover, hosted by none other than the commanding General YAHANNA, Roosevelt Ballroom, 2nd Hudson Street in Yonkers, New York, 10701. All right, March 30th at sundown. All right, $200 a person or per family. You know, you got a whole family, still $200. You come by yourself, $200. All right, you need the fee paid for. You can't afford it. Come anyway. Get to the Passover, man. All right, bring your family, bring everybody. All right, we will help you get to the Passover if you need transportation. Just go to ISUPK.com and we can help you out with that.
Shalom, Israel. It's going down. It's that time again. Come join us at the 49th annual Passover.
Shalom, this is Captain Rottazar of the I.S.U.P.K. down here in Atlanta, Georgia, inviting you to the I.S.U.P.K's 49th annual Passover. You understand? Passover this year will be held on March 30th at the Roosevelt Ballroom. It's the 2nd Hudson Street, Yonkers, New York. And we inviting all blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to this year's Passover in the spirit of brotherhood. That's what the Passover is about. That's what the I.S.U.P.K is about. It's brotherhood. You understand? Me personally, I'm going to be bringing all of Atlanta, Georgia, Captain Malakwa will be bringing out Chicago. Captain Gaddaha will bring out all of California. You understand? And we're going to get it in. We're going to get it in the spirit of brotherhood. And in the spirit of brotherhood, you understand? You can't fit the bill. You understand? Passover is $200 per person, per family. If you cannot fit that bill, Commander General Yohanna will pay it for you. If you need help with transportation, Commander General Yohanna will pay that for you. You understand? Just contact your nearest camp leader or your captain in your city. You understand? Like I said, I got Officer Yahya here with me. I got Officer Tazahad, Officer Abaria. You understand? And we're going to be bringing all of Atlanta, all of Georgia to this year's Passover.
Come on, March 30th at sundown.
All Israel is invited
For the 49th annual Feast of the Passover, brought to you by Commander General Yohanna and the I.S.U.P.K. So you better not miss it. Shalom.